Good morning, beautiful people. It is Joel McElhaney coming to you live. So grab your coffees. Today we're going to talk about the first-time home buyer tax savings plan. I had talked about that months ago, but I have a bit of an update in terms of now that the banks have rolled the plans out. I thought it was interesting who's taking advantage of this plan, and I wanted to remind folks that most banks are not offering it. So grab your coffee and we'll talk about it. So there was an article in the Canadian press recently, and they were talking about there's a lot of articles you're seeing talking about the national housing crisis. There's just a shortage of houses all over our country right now. And so there are many things that the government is trying to do to help with that. The biggest thing, of course, they can do is remove barriers so more homes can be built to meet up with the demand. That would be the biggest thing. But we're not here to talk about that today. Let's talk about what's happening with these tax-free home savings accounts. And it's interesting because the Royal Bank of Canada launched their program in April, and they said tens of thousands of people, of their clients, have utilized these accounts and have already maximized the annual amounts. So that's an interesting thing. You can do up to $8,000 per year for a total contribution of $40,000 tax-free, which is such a great program. So if you're thinking of saving for a home, this is a wonderful program that you should take advantage of. Most of the national banks and other financial institutions are now offering this program. And here's who's taking advantage of it. So they said 56% of account holders were between the ages of 25 and 34. Typically, that's your first-time homebuyer category. 20% 35 to 44. Those are maybe late, folks that are a little late to buying their first home. And then 6% 45 and over. So it's definitely really targeted toward that younger first-time homebuyer, but that doesn't mean that you have to be a young first-time homebuyer. You should reach out to your bank because this program is available to many people. However, obviously, for obvious reasons, if you're buying your first home, you don't have the equity from a previous home to put into the next one. So these are the folks that need to save for that initial down payment. And $40,000 is a good amount to have on hand if you're buying in this market based on the current average price of a house. So I hope you found that helpful. If you have more questions, I'm always available to answer or to point you toward really great people that can help you with this first-time home buying plan. But I think your first step is always talking to your realtor, coming up with a plan, and then we can send you to the people you need to talk to get everything else in place. I hope you have a great day, and until I see you next week, keep being awesome.